Security companies conducting secret operations in Pakistan, according to a new report. And the article says the company is planning assassinations of Taliban and Al-Qaeda operatives. But senior officials within the Obama administration and the U.S. military may not know it exists. Dina Gazowski joins us now in our Washington studio with RT contributor Wayne Madsen. Dina, so what exactly has this investigation found?
Well, Bill, that's right. That this investigation by The Nation magazine has apparently found that an elite division of Blackwater, now known as Z Services, is in Pakistan planning targeted assassinations against suspected Al-Qaeda and Taliban operatives. But here's the thing. Blackwater and others are vehemently denying this. So the question is, are U.S. Special Forces relying on this controversial company, or are these claims false? Well, joining me to discuss, RT contributor and investigative journalist Wayne Madsen. Wayne, thanks so much for being here. So this investigation found that not only is apparently Blackwater in Pakistan planning these targeted assassinations, they're also participating in intelligence gathering, in these drone campaigns. Blackwater's denying this. They're saying we only have one contract there, has nothing to do with this. They're saying even we only have one employee over there. What do you make of all of this?
Well, Blackwater sounds exactly like a good CIA contractor. Deny everything. Plausible deniability in this case. Absolutely, Blackwater has been involved in Pakistan for a number of months.
What evidence do you have of that?
I reported a few months ago that Blackwater individuals were starting to rent compounds in cities like Islamabad, Peshawar, and now we have a report that there's a joint special operations command involving Blackwater in the city of Karachi. There's also been reports that there have been active recruiting operations by Blackwater of local people in Afghanistan, Pakistan, and even in India, which is very problematic if you're doing anything in Pakistan, to work for Blackwater in Pakistan. So this is not a big secret, certainly in Pakistan. I would note that the Pakistani government has been very rough on some Pakistani journalists who have been trying to investigate Blackwater Z's operations inside Pakistan.
But here's the thing that's also interesting. The source that The Nation used said that, look, this program is so fragmented that you literally have senior officials in the military and in the Obama administration that have no idea that it exists. How could this be if, as Barack Obama puts it, this were so crucial, it's so necessary? How could they not know about this?
Well, you know, that's interesting because you look at some of the people involved with Blackwater now. Their spokesperson is Mark Corallo, who used to be a spokesperson for Karl Rove and Scooter Libby, very key in the Bush administration. Two other Bush administration officials, Christina Roca, who was Assistant Secretary of State for South Asian Affairs under Bush, and Roger Noriega, who was, again, another individual in the Bush administration, extreme right wing. If the Obama administration and Department of Defense officials are saying they have no idea what's going on, we may, in fact, have a Bush-Cheney stay-behind network operating inside the Obama administration, and it's up to the Obama administration to figure out what's going on if these people are conducting these covert operations without the knowledge of the White House.
But when we have the situation in Pakistan the way that it is, apparently this offensive just resulted in Taliban leaders moving, escaping from where they were before. Right. Is this an indication then that the U.S. has to rely on these private companies because as far as the military goes, it's not really pulling it if these reports are accurate?
Well, it reminds me of during the Vietnam War and the war in Indochina, the presence of a lot of CIA front companies in Laos. They were stepping on each other's toes. Nobody knew what was going on. No one had the big picture. But I would note that any U.S. covert operations in Pakistan, whether it's using Blackwater or other front companies or military personnel, is going to run the risk of the Taliban being tipped off all the time because the Taliban has allies inside the Pakistani intelligence infrastructure, inside the Pakistani military. So this is a no-win situation for the United States getting involved in Pakistan.
Right, and we also have to consider that Pakistan is considered an ally of the United States, and the United States never actually declared war against this country. I want to thank you for being here. Bill, it's going to be back to you in Moscow. That was Wayne Madsen, RT contributor and investigative journalist, here with me in our Washington, D.C. studios. We'll be back in just 1 hour.
Great. Thanks very much indeed. That's Dina Gazowski live there in Washington.